Hey you guys, it's Paige of Pure Vita Performance, coach to the Pure Vita Mavericks, and I'm coming to you with a Teachable Tuesday. So this week in my Facebook group, we're talking about sleep as it pertains to nutrition and leading an active lifestyle. And if you want to get in on that, there's lots of tips going on in there. So you can go to Pure Vita Cycling and Nutrition, type that into the search bar of Facebook and ask to join the group and I will approve you. So yeah, we're talking about sleep. And so one of the things that came up for me, I think it's about awareness. And one of them came up for me when I was in probably a really big year of cycling, where I was cycling a lot, sometimes twice a day, and a lot between mountain biking and road biking. And what I realized is that I became aware that late night rides were not for me, especially when I had to work the next day. I would come in from a ride, and when we have more daylight it's not really, we're not riding late right now because of the darkness, but I would come in at around 9:30 sometimes, and I found that when I got home, I was up until sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. So for me personally, I'm not a late night worker-outer, because it just keeps me wound up when I need to be sleeping. And that's a big deal for some people, right? And so it's being aware of that. So, talking about awareness, it's just thinking about what the triggers are for you at night. So it could be that coffee, it could even be decaf coffee that could trigger you. Sugar's a big one. Eating too close to bedtime is another big one. There's lots of triggers. And so what I want you to start noticing, if you're having some sleep issues or you're restless, noticing what you're doing in the evenings that could be causing that. Are you relaxing before you go to bed? Are you shutting off the TV an hour before bed to see if that works? There's lots of tips and tricks, and then there's the essential oils and all that. And I know for people who have trouble with sleep, I am willing to bet that you're willing to try anything. Not having a good night's sleep can affect so many areas of your life, not just as an athlete, but also just in everyday life. And it's something that we need to be more aware of, just in our evenings, and what's going on, the stresses in our lives, and all that kind of stuff. So see what you're doing in the evenings, or see what it is that you're worrying about, and coming up with ways to work with that. So I hope you enjoyed this Teachable Tuesday. Again, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, I would absolutely love to see you in there. It's Pure Vita Cycling and Nutrition. You can put that in the search bar of Facebook, and I should come up. It should be a picture of me on there in the woods, in my Mavericks jersey. If you haven't seen that, it's a bright teal color with some stripes on it. And I will catch you guys next week, okay? Have a great night.